I am Sandro Sejo with RealtAI Consulting, and today I'm going to cover briefly how to use the AI tool known as Claude. Uh, Claude AI is a very useful tool when you want to go really in depth on a particular problem. It can generate a lot of code, it can create visual documents, and it can help you brainstorm. I think the best way to look at it is an assistant. It's what if you had an assistant, what would you want it to do with you? So if there's certain tasks or whatever, Claude is very good at kind of doing those things. Those are kind of the pros. The cons are that it's a little bit slower in terms of like web browsing and quick responses when compared to a tool like ChatGPT. But I think the visual component and the code generation and just the general like brainstorming aspect are much more reliable with Claude AI. So for instance, I'm going to give an example here that I'm going to leave generating while I show another one. If you wanted to generate a visual tool, everything that you wanted to do is very simple. You just type it in. So in this case, I'll say, please generate a template for, in the case of real estate, a template for the sale of a home, including key elements such a template for a brochure or such as price, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, and address. And what's interesting about Claude is it'll actually show the HTML that it uses to create this. So if you're familiar with HTML, it's as simple as going in and making minor edits to get it as exact as you want. If you're not as familiar with HTML, you can simply just continue interacting with the AI tool. The image generation is just one example of the many things you can do. It's almost done, so I'll just show this before I move on. But any feature you want, it's as simple as typing in a request. So here we go. In the top right corner, you have the asking price, the address, the bedrooms, bathrooms, square feet, even includes your bill. And then even though I didn't request, it made it more professional by including property features that you can edit and obviously information that one could edit. So it's a very useful assistant tool. I can ask it maybe to, let's make a quick set the asking price to 600,000. So it even shows you the HTML edited and right there. So you don't have to interact with the HTML. Claude can do it for you, so it's a very useful tool. Let's say I want to brainstorm with it. Again, just type in your request and it will generate a reply. I'm having issues with creating new leads for my real estate brokerage. What do you recommend doing? So it'll think, generate some strategies. And let's say I wanted to expand on another point. Could you expand on the lead generation services? I'll go even more in depth. It's very similar to ChatGPT in that sense, but I think it benefits from the fact that it's a lot more in depth on very specific problems. ChatGPT can be more of a general tool. I think Claude is the tool anyone would want to use when they have a very specific problem. As you can see here, it goes even more in depth than that. So just overall, it's a very useful assistant. And furthermore, with the Pro version, you can connect tools to, for instance, let it execute scripts, read and write files, send messages. It can become even more useful as an assistant and do things for you if you connect it to other services. So really, it's an amazing tool. I would use it for very specific technical tasks. And the cons are that it's a little slow when it comes to things compared to ChatGPT. Thank you.